that you can't become a public speaker, if you think you can't start your own business because nobody in your family is an entrepreneur, you're too old, you never started a business before, this is the point of the day where you're going to reframe that and say, what neuropathic connections do I need to make so I can start this business, so I can leave this corporate job, so I can leave this insignificant other, so I can go and be extraordinary? That is the time that you're going to do that, because you can do it. You have 86 billion neurons, okay? So you are a billionaire. You got 86 billion neurons, and each neuron has the ability to make 10,000 synaptic connections. So that means you have the potential to get the 860 trillion synaptic connections. So neurologically, you a bad mofo when you access all that. And the only way to do that is to shift your mindset. You shift your mindset. I used to say, change your mindset, change the game. Change your mindset, change the game. So no, the isms and everything else, the government and all this other, that's some bullshit. That's limiting beliefs, and that's a fixed mindset. And you stuck in a rut because you refuse to create new neural pathways. That's why you can't figure shit out, because your working memory is unemployed. So midday, you're going to reframe some shit. You're going to start creating the neurons. When the neurons fire, that's when they wire. And now you have these new synaptic connections. Then in the afternoon, you're going to go for a walk, listen to some audio learning, and you're going to enact the PCC and the right hemisphere and the insula. And movement and reflection enhances neuroplasticity and insight. Movement and reflection. That's why I stretch. That's why I walk. That's why I move, because that is what's going to create neuroplasticity too. So if you just sit there like a bump on a log, nothing is going to connect. Ain't shit going to fire, and ain't nothing going to wire. In the evening, you're going to visualize idea outcomes. You'll do this for up to 10 minutes. And this involves the right hemisphere, the hippocampus, and the ventromedial prefrontal cortex. And what this does is it strengthens the belief in possibilities. And now you rehearse success in your mind. So you have to believe it's possible. One of the 74 principles of real leadership is can makes the impossible possible. Turn that can't into a can, and that how into now. And all of this is done up here by creating new neural pathways. So you do not need external anything when everything is up here. And then at night, you're going to sit down and go ahead and write one more time. And you're going to enact the PCC, the insula, and the hippocampus. And you're just cementing the learning that you had for the day. And you're going to be able to track your mindset evolution. Okay, and then weekly enhancers. Social reflection with a coach or a peer. That's me. It's actually an educator. 1 or 2 times a week, and then you can have people around you, personally accountable people around you, not the unaccountables, because they're the reason why you got a fixed mindset in the first place. You're not going to run shit by them, because they be like, they're going to tell you 7,000 ways that can't work. So not them. People who are actually have a growth mindset and who are really focused on becoming their best. That's who you talk to. Once or twice a week, you strengthen, by doing this, you strengthen the ACC and the PFC for self-monitoring and honesty. Be honest is one of the 74 principles of real leadership. So when you are enacting and interacting with people that are personally accountable, they're going to keep you honest. They'll be like, bullshit, flag on the play. That ain't going to work. What you doing? As my child did to me yesterday. So you're going to be trying a new experience weekly. Weekly, you are going to be trying something that you've never done before every single week. I know now your heart is like, amygdala is like, no, we're not doing that. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And what it does is it activates the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex and builds psychological flexibility. You have cognitive flexibility located in the executive function of your brain. Okay, working memory, cognitive flexibility, inhibition control are in the executive function. So your brain already has the ability to be flexible and change. Okay, so the fact that you're not doing it means that you have a resource in a region of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, located in the frontal lobe, and you ain't using it. So it's not like, wait a minute, hold up, girl, let me call you back. I got to go get some cognitive flexibility. I'll be back. I'm on my way to Walmart. No. You do not have to purchase it. You don't get it on Amazon. You get it on Meazon. It's up here. It's already there. You just got to go connect to it. So just like you charge your phone, you got to, where's my phone cord? You got to go say, where's my neural pathway to cognitive flexibility? Damn it, what did I'll be back. I got to go get my neuroplasticity. I got to get that pathway to cognitive flexibility. It's just not connected, or it may never have been connected, or you got to rewire it. But it's up to you in order for you to access that cognitive flexibility to be able to try something